Hi, guys. Let me just turn the music down. I'm glad that you could join me. I hope that the sound is good and all that. Let me just get to where I can turn down the sound now. There we go. So, hi, IT guy. How are you guys doing? Just to let you know, I took my antihistamines, but I'm having one heck of a time. Now, let me just make sure that on the YouTube end of this, that we got it all going on. Okay, wait, oops. You know, you have to have so many tabs open. Okay, let's, pardon me, get it going. So I'm glad that you guys are here, who's ever here. Most appreciated. I'm trying to get this, here we go. There we are. Hi, Doris Smith and Shield Maiden, and Paula Faust and Indigo Chrysalis. Colin G. Hello. And Mama Bear. Hi, you guys. How you doing? Sounds like we got someone coming in, of course. So, starting my live, I just want to see what you guys want to read about. If there's anything in particular that you want me to read about, just let me know. Hey, Shield Maiden. Shield Maiden. Sorry, I can't talk. How are you? Let me just get my coffee. Mickey, I'll have to talk to you later. I've just started my live. Okay. All right. Mick, can you turn on these lights for me, please? Sorry. Hey, Rosa. Hello. So I've got my Star Tarot deck out, and, you know, I'm just open today. So if you have, thank you, honey. If you have a request, be it a personal request for yourself, thank you. I just glued them on. We'll see how long they last. But I like that. I like that I can take them off and put them on and, you know, feel a little fancy for a little while and then go back to being practical. I keep getting a lot of pain with my neck, you guys. Not to complain, but the stenosis is really being a problem. So I'm going to probably keep this on for a little while. Anyway, Vixen Doe, hello. And of course, hello to all of you. Craig Dixon. If you guys have a question, personal or public, of course, you know what to do. You can just type it in here in the chat log. I'll star it. But please make sure that you put like a lot of emojis and all in caps. What blessings? Here we go. Thank you, Rosa. Irish Granny, hello. Faucha, how are you? So nice to see you. And Leslie, good morning in Australia. Sherry Papini, the woman charged with kidnapping herself. Yep, she's going to be in big trouble for that. Big trouble. That's, you know, anytime someone does that, they are obviously in desperate need of attention. And that's something, well, we'll look at it. We'll look at it and we'll see what's up with her. Pardon me again. I have taken my antihistamines. I just got to wait for them to kick in. It's beautiful and sunny here, but it's kind of like the fog's starting to come in too. But like everything is blooming. So everything at all times in Northern California, something is blooming. Let's see what else. Oh, J-Lo! Bragg stops Trump investigation. Glenn Kirshner. Oh, wow. What the hell? to check that out. And what did you say, Dora? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? What was it, Dora? What'd you say that prompted the, oh my God, I have to know. Damn, I ain't seeing it. Doing well, all things considered, Shield Maiden. Howdy. It's snowy. It's snowing and it's sunny here, Colin G says. Colin G, where, what state are you in? So you must be someplace like more northerly. It's sunny, but it's kind of like because the fog, we've kind of got like sun fog. It's a kind of a strange thing, but it's very bright, but it's it's with a lot of fog and light. I know it sounds strange, and it is. Wyoming. Oh gosh. We used to, as you may have heard, we used to own land up in Colorado, and I always we used to be able to see Wyoming, not Russia, from up on the land. Oh, Dora Smith wants to know too about the lady that killed herself. Not killed herself. God, help me. Kidnapped herself. Where am I? Hello. You've had aircon on. Oh, you've hit like, oh my God. It's been really hot there in Australia. It's like over 100, right? Or like at least close to 100 Fahrenheit. Yeah, Sherry Pampini, Munchausen's. Okay. I have to say I am aware of her case, but I have not read in depth. I haven't like that's just not one of the cases I've gotten to yet. So I do you want to do I did a few questions about Tanya Groen my last live stone music. I don't know if you caught that or not. 37 is 98. I thought that. It's been since I was there last in 1990, so I'm a little rusty, but I still remember that for sure. Okay, so the lady that kidnapped herself, the 50s in Maine, eh? Ooh. But that's your 50s probably are a little bit warmer. The 50s here are, well, the 50s here are chilly because it's the ocean air that really gets to you. So let's see, who else? Anyone else have some questions that you're ready for? If you're not sure yet, you can always wait and then pop it in. But when you do, throw in all caps. Supposedly she was really with her boyfriend. Then he'd be in on it too. Wow. We'll take a look. Hello, Sharon Sipe. I'm so glad that you guys can join me. If you would be so kind as you're coming in to give me a thumbs up, that would be appreciative. It really helps, as you know, channels get more visibility and do better. And the more thumbs up, the better, it is for me. Thank you. 50s in Maine is almost shorts weather. That's what I remember in Missouri. Yeah. Out here, 50s weather, trust me, even if you're from a cooler area, San Francisco's 50s are very differently cold, and that you definitely don't wear shorts. Unless you have high blood pressure or something. Isn't it funny how, just different, yes, question only. It can be personal or it can be public. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Paula. I really appreciate that. So I'm just going to warn you guys ahead of time. My voice might go in and out. I might have to clear it a lot, but I will put it on the mute to save you from, I'm really not liking this background I've got. Hi, Kathina. So pardon me while I change my background. I know it's trifling, but I can't help it. If I'm very visual oriented, and if I don't like the way a background looks, I just can't deal. So let me see that. That should work, right? Right? You see that? Okay, good enough. Yeah, that's better. And again, IT guy, great to see you. Oh, yes. Colin, what was this? Still thinking about your reading on Putin's girlfriend, right? I didn't expect that. I didn't. I thought that she would be the typical, oh, he's great, and I really didn't expect to get that result. And the weird thing, like what I told you, was I had done some preliminary reads, as I said, hello, Gathina, the night before. And I got really strong. She was not happy. She feels really trapped. And I thought, wow. And I did a few more, of course, and it kept coming up that way. And I thought, well, I'll mark that, Remy girl. I thought, well, if this is the deal, it'll come up again. It'll come up again. Let me just turn my volume down on here. Okay. That might be a little bit better. All right. So we will do that. Mickey, I can hear your phone call. All right. Kids, they don't listen. All right. Okay. Let's see. Any more? Yes. So all caps. And if you have a question yet, I've got about 6, 7 questions. But if you do get a question, all caps, lots of emojis, because otherwise my eyes just kind of like, I'm trying to do 3 different things at once. And boy, it's hard. What blessings are coming in? I see that, Rosa, getting that in there for you. Okay. And Leslie, about your puppy, putting that in there for you. Let me see. Anybody else? Okay. I'm just rolling back to make sure that I didn't miss. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Since we've gotten up to 9 questions, I think it's time to go ahead and start. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll just go ahead with the one I've got here. What blessings are coming in for me for the rest of March? Thank you, Rosa. All right, Rosa, I'm going to try and dial into you using the star deck. If you guys are curious, it's my favorite deck. One of my favorites is the star deck. Oh, man. I used that glue for my nails. It really glued it on. All right. Okay. Rosa. What blessings are coming Rosa's way? And especially for the rest of this March, we ask the Most High to guide me and read accurately and clearly for all at all times, and for myself included. Well, I guess all includes me. So anyway, let's see what Rosa's got coming. Blessings. And for the rest of the remainder of March, this is March 6th. So we are just into the beginning. You have many days left of March. So let's see what is coming up, Rosa. Okay. I feel like my camera is so far away, which makes me feel odd. Let me just kind of shuffle some things. Ooh, okay. Blessings for Rosa and the rest of her March. Okay. My neck is so stiff. see what we get for you. All right. Well, I'm getting the Knight of Cups, Rosa. So that usually is about some kind of an offer, and it can be romantic. But there's some kind of offer coming your way, and the sun is there. So you get the Knight of Cups and the sun. And I would say this is something very positive, because sometimes what the Knight is offering might have another agenda, but you have to look at the cards around. Sometimes it's a it's a good thing. Let me just check with the live questions. Oh, got that one too. And Remy, I think I got your question. Yeah, because oh, your phone won't let. That's fine. I think I got it anyway. Let me just see. Okay, and Colin, I'm gonna pop your question in before I start this. Okay, thank you, J Lo. Thank you. Oh, wait, God nabbit. There we go. Okay. So you get the Knight of Cups and the Sun. And this would be somebody that is contemplating. It's a very based on an emotive offering. And I get a man, the King of Swords, adult male would be. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. Is this some love? There's a lot of emotions there. And this could be somebody asking you out. I don't know what. Yeah, I got that, Luna. I don't know, Rosa, to be fair, what's going on in your love life or not, but I see a man coming in, and there's some kind of offer. And I think it's a very positive thing, because I get, if you could see this, okay, there he is, and he comes in. The only problem with using these backgrounds can be that they don't show all your cards. But you can kind of see now. I would say, could this be someone asking you out on a date? Possibly. It seems more of a romantic based. Well, I'm manifesting new love. Well, I would say you definitely are. I was going to say this looks healthy. We've got a lot of genuine emotion spilling here from this King of Swords, and you've got like the Holy Spirit, and it's very positive. And I almost want to say, is that engagement possibly? But I don't want to rush things if it's new. But because it can be more like asking someone out and developing a relationship. Hi, Luna Light. Hello. And you get the card of Strength. You might hear my stomach gurgle in here. You get the card of Strength and the Ace of Wands. So there's activity here and fortitude. That's good. I don't know. There's a lot of nostalgia here. I don't know if this is somebody from your past that you knew in the past. And you get the 8 of Pentacles, where you're building skills. And I think it's kind of moving on from the past, not living in the past, and working to be more present, if that makes sense. Yes, he looks genuine. He looks genuine. And the only thing might be is that he might want to go more quickly than you're kind of maybe ready for. But I think that either you guys will have a lot in common um, about your childhood. If it isn't somebody you knew, then this can be like a card that says you had similar childhoods and maybe went to the same school. That just occurred to me. I don't know. Because the 8 of Pentacles can be about work or school. And because this is children, the past, it makes me feel I just got a flash of school. So just, grain of salt, put that on the shelf as, a possibility. 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, you are turning the corner on leaving a really painful cycle behind. It's really time to move on from the difficulties of the past that you've been in. Where was that with that? Yeah. And to not keep the old heartbreak. You're a teacher. Yep. It's just about turning the corner on and just like I'm tired of being heartbroken. I'm tired of being miserable. I've had enough with that. I'm moving on. I'll take my chances is the 8 of Cups, and I think there are, I don't know if it's with him or with you, but this could also be some stem back from painful issues where abandonment is concerned. A lot of us have that. Right past stuff, be gone and on to the new. Yeah, look, here we are planning. And there is a partnership, or there is this is the lovers, and this is putting your investment in a relationship, in time spent with each other that is quality and mindful, and that will lead to a greater thing. Leslie, I think I got your questions, so don't worry. And J-Lo is always great. She pulls her Lenormand cards too. So always take a look at folks in the chat who are posting the cards they're getting. So J-Lo is getting the ship for you. There's adventure. There is stability with that anchor and settling down. Yeah, she's getting it too. That J-Lo, it's that total nesting love nest, isn't it? Yeah, wow. You got the whip as well for the past. Rosa, the whip means like misery. Something again and again and again that, is not good. So that's interesting. That's great that we got J-Lo in here too. That's able to confirm. So I think it's really good. And what I get for you, girlfriend, is I think a relationship that's good for long term and looks like it may build toward engagement or preparation of marriage at some future point. But I think you're going to enjoy the relationship regardless of whenever you choose to do that. I've gotten your question, Leslie, about the puppy and stuff. Don't worry. Yeah, ended karmic and burdens. Yes, that would make sense because I got a lot of 10s for you. Like the what was it? Let me look back here. The strength as well, enduring a lot of poop from other people that need to keep their poop to themselves. Stop projecting your poop. That's what you got to tell them. Love you too, J-Lo. Yeah, it was the 10 of Swords. This is the one like heartbreak. In the center, that person's heart's just bleeding. So that's done. Donezo, done. Okay. You're moving on to a caring person to invest your life with. And that they are a loving, logical, also very, I think, intelligent being that you're a teacher, my parents were teachers, I know you're not going to want a Dumbo. So you're going to have a very intelligent man that I think you're going to have, just a lot of wonderful times with. No dummies. Yeah. No worries, Silver Scribe. I'm so glad you're here, though. I'm glad that you all are here. And if you would remember just to pop a thumbs up for me, I would appreciate it. Words to live by. That's right. Don't project your poop. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants it. Clean that up yourself. So I'm pleased to say, Rosa, it looks like you've been doing your homework, teacher. And, just get clear, and it kind of sounds like you have, on who you want in your life, what you're willing to tolerate, etc. And just enjoy. Just enjoy each day. Take it day by day. Savor it. Savor it. And not a problem. We're happy to do that for you. Bub needs his bits at present. No problem. You puppy. Okay, we'll go to the puppy question. Can I ask if my puppy will work out for what I want? Spent a lot of money and ended up with one baby, all eggs in one basket at the moment. Okay. Let me see. What was the other thing? Okay, spent all. Okay. Your puppy. So you got a doggy. Spent a lot of money on your doggy. Is that right? Oh, wait, I got to clear my throat, and I really don't want to put you through that. Hang on a minute. All right. Let's see. The puppy for Leslie. My intuition says yes. But puppies are a learning curve. They need a lot of attention. They're just like having a little toddler in a lot of ways. Until, they are an old dog. So Leslie and your puppy. I also highly recommend, and I know you've shelled out a lot of dough, a lot of money, but, definitely once they're old enough, check into obedience or training for them. Puppies are a handful. It's just like kittens, they are like having a small child. So let me see what comes up for you, Leslie, with your puppy. What does Leslie need to know about his puppy? Or their puppy, sorry. I get, I just got like, hi, MK Karen. I just got like 3 cards, just like blah, 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 come out. Well, the first one that you're getting is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a change. This is a change. And it's a big change in your life. Now, here's the other 2 that fell out. Yes, the Fool and the Queen of Swords. So discipline and a baby. The Fool is this new adventure. It often can relate to children or childlike creatures. And you might be afraid you've bitten off more than you can chew, but it's not that. It's just that it's a learning curve. Okay? And this is all fresh and new to you. And there may be, okay, hang on. I got it. My stupid voice. Hold on. You bred a litter and got only one pup. Okay. Well, I get the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. I wonder if that is the mother and father dogs, or it could be you and maybe the other person. I mean, I don't know who you bred uh, your dog with, but it could be the counterpart. And this, I still think the Fool is the baby. Well, this is collaboration with others. Okay. So connect with others in concern to this matter. There you'll get a lot of help. Oh, you're drowning in allergies too. I good. And then I mean, I don't mean good. What a jerk that Maya is. No, I mean, um, I mean, I empathize. I'm not alone. I feel like you can see like I've always got the bags because of age, but they are like, how can I get them to go away? And they're really bad today. Yep. Leslie says we'll be working on him as a show dog. Was thinking lure coursing as well. Absolutely. I feel like that is this dog's calling. Oh gosh, that was my tummy. It went wow. It agreed. So absolutely, this is what I do feel. And you know what? Let's take a look at this Fool card. There's a light. I think he's special. I don't know if your puppy is a he or she, but they're special. They have a special gift. And you just need to collaborate with others, with him or her. I have the pup's mom, grandma, and uncle here too. If he doesn't have all the bits, then it can't be shown. Gotcha. At JLo, and I'm tagging your question, Taylor. JLo's getting mountains or mountain obstacles, mice, stress, the dog, which is loyalty, and bouquet. This is like peace, and this is a blessing that comes after all this other nonsense with of problematic issues. Um, the tower is protection and boundaries. So I get, yes, there's a greater realization that will come with regard to him. It is like an epiphany when you're working with other people. Oh my goodness. Thank you, MK Karen. Thank you so much for your donation. I really do appreciate it. So let's see, it's 2, 2, and 2. So yes, take this dog, collaborate with other people. There is something much bigger than you can see that's going to happen. They have a special calling, this pup that you have, and there's going to be a lot of interesting things and broader doors that open, which is really interesting. So though you didn't um, uh, get a large litter, let's say, this dog is going to make up for it. I feel like this dog is special. I mean, they're all special. You know what I mean? But like if we're talking about, and I know what you're saying, there's certain things about show dogs, certain rules. They have to have this, that, and the other. This dog's going to be, there's some offering here. Or is this again the mating call of dogs and family and genetics? Because I get the 10 of Pentacles, but it could be a lot of money as well. This could be an offer for him, or the genetics. I don't know. It will be of interest to others. Possibly, I just feel like this is genetics, and this could be maybe in show dog terms also, because it's the 10 of Pentacles. It could be like he's going to do really well, like win a lot of trophies, win a lot, and it will be seen. So I tend to think he'll be seen, and he'll have real. And I keep saying he, but please forgive me if I'm wrong. But I think that they will have great appeal. There's the 9 of Cups, total satisfaction. You'll be, more than pleased. And look at that. The Knight of Wands. Very lively, fun. I feel like this is the dog's energy, and this is your energy too. I think, there's a great deal of enjoyment and liveliness. So I think this dog is definitely yes, he could be a stud. That's the other thing I was going to say with the romantic doggy talk with the, our Knight of Cups. He's a boy. Okay. That makes, because I kept wanting to say him. Excuse me. I didn't mean to do that in the microphone. But he looks like he might be a lover. Fifi might really take to him. And there's a great deal. I feel like his genetics are good. Has a lot of appeal. Great deal. I think you're going to love this. You're going to love this dog. You're going to love him. He's going to do great. So just do what you got to do, Leslie. You'll know what to do. You'll know what to do with your boy. I see it working out just fine. And give him a kiss and a hug for me, because I love animals. And I want to see a picture of him. I need to see a picture of him. Oh, okay. All right. Gosh, guys, I'm sorry. Let me put you on pause for a minute. Woo! Okay. All right. Now, let's look at Sherry Papini, because a lot of you asked about that. So, for those of you that don't know who Sherry Papini is, and I know very limited about her, and JLo, don't worry, I got your question up, or your comment. I think I got just about everybody's. All right, so I'm going to stop taking questions for the moment, just so I can catch up with the ones I have. So mods, JLo, if you could let people know that we're pausing on taking any questions until I catch up and I see what the time is. Okay, thanks. All right. Now, let's get a picture. She's quite pretty, blonde, right? Sherry Papini. I wonder let's find out the motive, folks. The cards, the cards don't lie. Spirit doesn't lie. The only problem is sometimes I don't always interpret correctly, and that can happen. Oopsies. Type correctly, Maya. Sherry. Got to be one of the, yep. Didn't even have, all I had to do was type her first name, and bam. Wow, she's got kids. Violet and Tyler. Oh, bless. What's going on? Why are you doing this, girl? All right. Let's get California Woman is the New York Times. Let me find something without a paywall first. Okay, 7 hours ago, SF Gate. That's my local paper. Okay, so I can get you all on it too, okay? Dag nabbit. Yes, I did say dag nabbit. Oh, I just want to read your... Paula says, I have a beautiful, sweet cat who has a sweet disposition. I named her Athena. Oh, I love that name. I just picked up a piece of jewelry because I love Athena so much. The goddess of beauty. Oh, I love cats and dogs, but cats really are my because I can't take dogs for walks and stuff. So, and I like that they go in the litter box, the cats. So. All right. Anyway, back to Sherry Pampini. Let's get to that. All right. Let me share the screen. Okay. Is it, let's see, FBI? Here we go. Okay. Now you can see it. Okay, guys. And pardon any background sound. I'm trying to kind of turn that down because I do have my mic up. All right. So around 2016, Sherry disappeared. Okay, you can see her picture here, long blonde hair. And this is Shasta County, so that's north of me. Beautiful, beautiful Shasta County. It says, for weeks, Sherry Pampini's face was everywhere. Photos of the petite blonde with big blue eyes and a wide smile ran on every newscast and were ubiquitous on social media. Missing posters dotted the streets of Redding, California. Again, that's north of where I am. I'm near San Francisco. I'm right at the coast of San Francisco. And it felt like a miracle when on Thanksgiving Day, 2016, Papini resurfaced, battered but alive. What came next was a story so improbable, the FBI agents now say that the entire thing is a fabrication, and an elaborate one that landed Pampini in jail. November 2nd, 2016, Keith Pampini returned from work to find his Mountain Gate home empty, no kids, no wife. A quick check revealed his two children just hadn't been picked up from daycare. But running the Find My iPhone app for his wife's iPhone, it showed it was somewhere near Sunrise Drive, where Sherry had gone for a run earlier that day. He drove to that spot, and about 2 feet off the road, he found her phone and earbuds neatly left in the dirt. The phone was playing their wedding song. Michael, I know the guy that does his sound, Boobays, Boob. He's the kind of does the kind of loungy. I'm totally screwing up his name. Everything. The song was called Everything on repeat. He thought the cell phone had been placed. Okay. An unsealed FBI affidavit wrote, which he described as weird. This was only the beginning of the weirdness. Okay. I can't go on and read all of that, but let's just say that is a whole lot of weird, and we'll have to read up more and more about it. She describes, the terror of her abduction after when she'd gone for a jog. She described two Hispanic women inside, and one beckoned her over needing help with something. And when she got closer, they pulled a gun on her, and she left her phone as evidence before getting in the vehicle. Blah, blah, blah. And she said they threatened to tase her. Oh, that she'd been tased. She made and zip ties around her wrist. She had the whole, really elaborate thing. On August 10th, 2020, the ex-boyfriend agreed to a police interview, and he admitted immediately he had helped Papini run away, the FBI affidavit says. According to the affidavit, the ex-boyfriend, who had known Pampini since they were teenagers, said she contacted him out of the blue and claimed her husband was beating and raping her, and she was trying to escape. The ex-boyfriend allegedly told investigators that he drove from his residence in Southern California to Redding November 2nd, 2016 to pick her up, and she met him after her morning jog, and he claimed she slept most of the drive, lying across the back seat of his Dodge Challenger. He says that she stayed in his apartment, eating very little, cutting her own hair, and toward the end of the stay, asking him to brand her with a crafting implement purchased at Hobby Lobby. And eventually, the ex-boyfriend claimed he drove her back toward Redding, dropping her off when she instructed him to. The affidavit alleges the cell phone records from both Pampini and her ex corroborated his retelling of events, and the pair used prepaid phones throughout to communicate. Okay. Just trying to cut through all these lies and get to the point of it. So she's currently in custody in the Sacramento County main jail, awaiting her next court date. She's appalled that she was ambushed in front of her children by law enforcement, blah, blah, blah. Also, there was a GoFundMe for the family that raised $49,070, which allegedly went toward paying Pampini's credit card bills and personal expenses. FBI investigators also allege that Pampini's credit card bill, alleged that Pampini fraudulently applied for and received more than $30,000 from the California Victim Compensation Board to pay for blinds for her home, an ambulance ride, and therapy sessions. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's enough of her. Enough of that woman. Holy schmoly. I had no idea. Ugh. Okay, let's take a look at why she did this. She's got to be really disturbed to think that she's going to get away with this. Oh, hello, Sheila. How are you? JLo's getting whipped, sufferings, purging, letter sealed info. Yeah, that's the document, right? Mice, that's lies and theft. Chaos. Oh yeah, then the sky doing something you cannot take back. It's permanent once you do it. Unexpected severance. Yes. Ship, that's the journey. Bottom card, woman, young man. Young woman. Yeah, two women. Or her. All right. Let me just see. Why did she do this? What was the purpose of this? Was this just attention? Yes, we do. And that's one of the reasons why, unless you have really great insurance, it can be like, I choose not to use, if I can avoid having to use the ambulance, because it's like $1,500 to $2,000 for the ambulance ride. Not kidding. And my insurance, and this is insurance through my husband's city job, will not pay it. You pay it. Unless you've got fantastic insurance. And I have never had insurance that paid for an ambulance ride. Okay. Why did Sherry Pampini do this? What do we need to know? Asking the Most High. Why? Why did Sherry Pampini do this? I mean, doesn't think about her kids. We have bracelets that say no ambulance rides. Yeah. I mean, the only way that we go and do it is if, somebody is needing the equipment that they have in there. But even when I was giving birth and there, our health system isn't a health system. It is luxury. Healthcare should not be a luxury. It should be a right. Here, air retrievals don't even cost you. Oh, here it would. Yeah, ambulance is a necessity. Crazy that the insurance will not cover this. Lots of them won't. Lots of them won't. So we always think, well, how badly do I need to go in this ambulance, And if you have family members that say things like, if they have trouble like with depression and they say something like, I feel like killing myself, and they say that in front of a police, you cannot take your family member to the hospital. They have to go by ambulance, and you have to pay that bill. Found that out. Because we're like, why can't we just take them to the insurance? Why can't we just take them to the we can take them to the hospital? And they're like, no, by law, law schma. It's a racket. Oh, I'm sorry. I've had cellulitis before in one of my legs. I'm so sorry. Wow. I can't imagine that, Leslie. We spend so much money. I buy a lot of things that I need out of pocket because they will not cover it. For instance, you know that I'm a paraplegic, right? Maybe you don't. I don't know. But anyway, so that means that I'm paralyzed from the waist down from a car accident years and years and years ago. Anyway, my husband's insurance that he gets with a city job, this is supposed to be a good job. The insurance is poor that they offer you to choose from. A shower bench, a padded shower bench is not covered for me. It's considered a luxury. Now, I need a padded shower bench because I'm paraplegic and I can't stand up. And I can't sit on hard surfaces or I'll get sores. But there you go. That's an example. It is sickening. And I won't go on about it because for most Americans, it makes us enraged. And we pay dearly for the insurance that we get, by the way, that wants to nickel and dime you and put up a fuss about covering many things and many times medication. They won't. I've had it where, oh, your insurance doesn't cover that medication. So then the doctor has to try to find, and many times it may not be the better medication for me. And I'm limited to what kinds of medications I can take because I've had ulcers, and this kind of crap. Absolutely. This is nothing that Congress has to deal with. $6. I've paid over $100 for specific antibiotics that I needed. Makes me sick. Okay, sorry about to go off on my rage about health. Sherry Pampini, why did she do this? Why did she do this? And hi, Ron. Good to see you. And all who are here, please do give me a thumbs up if you'd be so kind. Okay, why did Sherry Pampini do this? Let's see if we can figure something out. Well, this goes back to her childhood. Something that goes back to the past. And there's almost a sense of nostalgia around it for her. Okay. And her children. Okay. 9 of Cups. It's about satisfaction or satiation, needing something for herself. Wanting something for herself. very childish herself. I think this is kind of like a pattern that's been since childhood and is like stunted in her. The Lovers. Well, she did call the ex-boyfriend and lied about her husband, or at least so I would think. I think she definitely was looking for attention and sympathy. Look at this, the Fool, willing to take a great risk, and a foolish one at that, and not really being in the headspace of realizing what she's doing because she's too caught up in this. I think did she want the attention of the ex? I think so. Because this is a nostalgia for him. And now that I see that, it's a nostalgia for him. And she's thinking with that 9 of Cups next to that nostalgia card that things were better with him. Yeah, we can have generic drugs too, but we have to fight. We can't, unless we want to pay out of our own pocket. I can imagine how embarrassed their kids are of their mom. Confused too. They're pretty young. Pretty young. And I will include, let me just include this article so that, because this is like, what? For folks to read. So here's her. This just came out 7 hours ago. So this is probably one of the more up-to-date things on her. So it's looking to me like the reason this kicked off with her was she was nostalgic over her past with that ex. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Please, please, please. Okay. Knight of Swords. It's not thought through. It's very sudden. She's like there's no pause with her in this case of stopping and thinking it through and really like thinking, okay, if I do that, I'm being not realistic, it's like she was totally deluded into thinking things were better back in her past. It looks like she was romanticizing her past. And maybe once she got there and nothing was the grand thing that she expected, then she was ready to come home. Yeah, this was a different perspective. This is a suspended time. This is the delay. This is her when she was not being found. The Ace of Wands, activity. This also feels like some anger. That's hidden with the High Priestess. It's also secret activity, secret things that she was doing, that she wasn't really abducted or whatever, that she was setting this all up. And he was helping her. Somehow, she knew this guy would do it as well. And indeed he did. I mean, what kind of guy does that? I mean, the Sun, I think that's her reemergence. And also what's coming to light about what she actually did do. And it's a loss. It shows up as a loss. It is going to be a loss for her emotionally. I think she loses the husband, the 2 kids, because, well, she's in jail now. So yeah, but I don't know if her husband's still married to her, or if he's becoming an ex, but I think he will be. If he isn't, he will be. Yeah, Justice. This is her court date and all that good stuff. And the King of Swords, I believe that's a prosecutor. But in all fairness, it could also be her lawyer. It's the FBI. And that makes sense to what I just shared, that the FBI affidavit unravels astounding information. And this is the Five of Pentacles. This is, to me, like a really, like, decline, mentally decline in well-being. What is coming with this? The Prince of Swords, some information. Having a power surge, looking for my fan. So, I hate it when I tidy up. I tidy up and then I can't find anything. Hold on. I'm glad I got an extra fan till I can find my new one, or my old one. This one's kind of stiff. Woo! Okay. So that Five of Pentacles and the Prince of Swords, that makes me, is that her in prison feeling like the outsider? I tend to think so. And like messages with the Prince of Swords. And I see, like, you know, she's not well. She's not a well person. The Five of Pentacles definitely indicate mentally and whatnot. You know, this girl's got problems. This lady has problems. Of course, it's not surprising. Anyone that would go to this elaborate act on basically DNA from someone else. The Nine of Wands, I think this is her trying to come up as, well, this also can say that she's got problems in her head, mental health problem issues. And this could be also a somewhat of her reference to being a victim of DV. Yeah, I wonder if this is her, the Queen of Cups. I tend to think it is. These problems go back to her past. And I don't know, she's got a thing of romanticizing, it looks like to me, the past. Now, since that didn't work out, it's weird. I mean, then I guess she wanted to be returned, so he takes her back. I'm going to have to read what? And here we go again with nostalgia and the past, children. Oh, wait. Yeah. Those were cards that I'd already pulled. That's her. Oh, here we go. This is the card of, like, I think she wanted to feel good about herself in some way. You know, like, you know how people will create a dangerous situation so that they can rescue somebody, but it goes wrong, and then they can't end up rescuing somebody. This is kind of similar. I think she thought that she could be the hero of her own story, or that people would care, or I don't know. She needed attention somehow. She knew definitely that the ex-boyfriend would do it, and she was right. But this goes back to her need of attention. And I don't know, maybe with having small children, maybe for her, there's a depletion of a sense of anything for herself. Yeah, that's something here. Here we have the card of something isn't what it seems, that there is deceit. And this was her deceit about, and that it wasn't true, that she had not been abducted by the people she said she had been. And how nice of her to blame Hispanics, little racism there to go along with her lies. Two of Swords. She didn't want to admit the lie. She was quite willing to keep that quiet. But Six of Pentacles. Now, this can be like help that's given, but it can also be like, to me, help that comes through FBI as well. A larger or a greater source. Yeah. And they do the work. They do the work. And they did a lot of work with this case. And they extended their investigation, and that investigation isn't over yet. There's still more that there's going to be coming out, I'm getting. Yep. About this radical, ending or change. It's going to be pretty stunning. If you can believe that there will be more stunning, like what the hell there will be with this case. She's just a very messed up person. She's childlike in a way, and childish. I don't think she wants the responsibilities, is what I'm getting. I keep getting this thing with like the fool and the children and the past. And I just don't know that this lady, I think this lady wants to have a break from her sense of responsibility, or to have some kind of attention for herself. And there's ways of doing it, certainly, that don't require you to do this. Queen of Wands. And the Eight of Wands. Definitely, I think this is a woman that may have really helped to crack the investigation. Definitely targeted and got really insignificant information here somehow. Maybe out of that ex-boyfriend. I don't know. But look at that here with the star. She wanted attention also. Attention was part of the deal. And to be celebrated, or to people to give her attention, like that Munchausen's thing, kind of getting that attention, running away from herself. Yeah. She couldn't do it though. Didn't work out. And then she goes back. So since it didn't work out, she's more than willing though to go back. Gee, thanks. I'm sure her family really appreciated it. Just because it didn't work out for her. Very childish. Very, very, there's a word for people that are like that. But just totally childish. And the money thing. That money. She felt perfectly all right about using that. She felt like it was hers. That it was given to her, and that was for her to do better. For her to have the therapy or whatever. She wants a lifestyle also, is what I get. That might be out of her reach. And this is another way. Look at all the money she got. So some of this, I got to think, it was not completely without a manipulative, conscious effort of like, well, I can use this money, but it looks like she justifies it. But she's got a big awakening coming up about having to face responsibility for what her actions were. And, if she had done good things, then she would be getting a lot of good karma with this card. But this is judgment. So they're going to look at all that money. They're going to look at, and she's just going to look like a criminal. And someone that's a highly manipulative person that is definitely disturbed, insane, no. They have extremes, yes, that need to be balanced out. And the Four of Wands, she's going to have to pay back that money that the public. There could be something like that. It sure looks like it and feels like it to me. This is like, because it's fraudulently. So there could be issues then that could come up with what she's done with that money. This might be a plea with the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune for a change that's coming. I think it's like a plea. She's wanting to put in some kind of plea about her sentence with the Wheel of Fortune, what her fate will be. She's going to be very worried and anxious, not sleeping. Finally, she seems to come to her senses enough to be worried because she got caught. She wouldn't be if she hadn't got caught. The Devil. This is her also lying, I think, too, about physical abuse from her husband. There's a lot there. This is a very loaded reading. And she's definitely concerned that people find out those deep, dark things that she's hiding. I don't know why she thinks. I mean, it's pretty transparent. The Five of Wands. This is a struggle. This can be fighting. I think she will try to resist charges against her. I don't know what she thinks, but this is some kind of resistance. There could be this is a fight. That Five of Wands. With the Four of Pentacles, this is for basic security. Okay. And the Hierophant and the Prince of Wands. Her marriage, I don't know. I think this is then something to do with that. I would have to read on her marriage, but it looks like if there could be then legal things that come up with that. If he hasn't divorced her or whatever, with custody and things like this. There's a great weight on her. Now she's going to have to endure the consequences of her actions. And it's going to be because she's so childish and sheltered. This is going to be hard for her. Very. She's not going to, I think she's going to find prison pretty hard. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go to the next question. All right. In the trial of Trezell and Jacqueline West, will a lot of evidence come out? And will they serve life in prison for this? Oh, I think they will serve life in prison for this. There will be 2 counts and would be 2 counts of murder for each child. So that would be consecutive. Whatever they would get would probably be a consecutive sentence for each child. So I got to think they are going to be, this is California, not Florida. where they let Casey Anthony off. She's not going to, they, Jacqueline and Trezel, are not going to be shown any sympathy. This is a different place. Okay. Yes, I'm getting intuitively as I'm shuffling that lots more information will come out. They're going to keep it fairly quiet because they're, bringing up the case against them. But once that information starts coming out, it's heartbreaking. I've long felt that. Ugh. Okay. So let's see what the cards want to say. Intuitively, I feel yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to move my mic to see if I can pick up more of my voice and less of everyone else's in the house. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's annoying me. So, excuse. This might help. Okay. Okay. Will a lot of evidence come out? And will they serve life in prison? Trezel and Jacqueline West. I'm getting yes. See what we get with the cards. The Queen of Wands. The Eight of Wands. This is targeted, directed energy towards some, and it's the Queen, so it's active, a woman being active. I don't know, what, but she's just as guilty as he is. She's just as guilty. The Devil. Yep. And the Three of Pentacles. This is oppressive energy. And that's my stomach. Hello, stomach. This is oppressive energy, and it is in connection with other people. And I think it's with children. I think it's the parents and those that they're connected with. So the Ace of Pentacles, I think that these children, or basically, they're adopted for money and for stability. They're a source of income. Okay, so let's see. So Three of Pentacles, Ace, Four. Oh, hi, P44 Chippo. Again, sorry about the background noise. It's all right. So Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, that makes me feel like there's definitely evidence, especially financial. Like I'm getting the word financial words, financial forensics with this family, with these two. The Two of Cups. They're in together on this. This is not one being more guilty than the other. This is a team. The Star. They still have some kind of hope. And I've got the Eight of Cups, which is about abandonment and neglect. And that I think they surely did. They have been charged with these kinds of counts where they should have been nurturing with the Queen of Pentacles. And I believe this is also the biological mother and perhaps other biological mothers whose children went to this couple. They need to find out about the children like, where are they? Can they account for them? What condition are they in? And I read something pretty dark about they may have had some of their children help them in this crime. I certainly hope not. This is a card of abuse. This is a card of somebody that is very short-tempered and quickly accelerates over the top. Okay? And violence with the Ace of Wands. And also what I get from this, and I think this is Trestle, there's a meanness. And not just with Trestle, with both of them. I think they both have a short temper and a tendency to abuse. So they wouldn't abuse each other, but they would abuse, this makes me ill, by the way, what I'm picking up is they would abuse others that are vulnerable for both of them. And that would be, to me, children. Okay. Yeah. Again, the Two of Pentacles. This makes me think of those boys. And the lies. Also the fact that I think that they do this for money. I believe that they have, what did I read? They do have children biologically, maybe at least one or two, and then they had two other adopted children. And then they had the two boys, but I don't think those boys ever were at that house. I think something happened, and this is what I want to check, before they ever went to that neighborhood. Because you know how the neighbors all said, we didn't ever see or hear any children. Now, I can tell you in my neighborhood, I can hear the kid. I've got a school across the street. I hear little kids, and I hear neighborhood kids. So that's really strange. And that they would not hear a 3- and 4-year-old outside playing. So J-Lo has the snake, which betrayal and lies. Dog, which is loyalty and allies. And the dog, I think, was those little boys together. They were very loyal to each other. And this is some kind of change with the stork. She's getting relocation. They did move after this event. Stars, which is clarity is coming, and destiny. The moon, the shadows and the fear. This is also, I believe, what they've been wanting to hide. Yes, this was the lady the kids were adopted out to the West in 2018, and she doesn't know where they are. Yeah, I saw her on telly. Another lady, right, Remy? And there's sealed evidence. Oh, she's got that with the letter. But now the FBI, J-Lo, this is coming open. Now the mother. Now we're getting the card of motherhood. Now these could be the mothers of these children, biological mothers. But I believe that it's firmly also Miss Jacqueline here. What has she done as a mother? And what has Trestle done as a father? The King of Wands. This is activity. This is taking action. This is for money, too. How much money do they get to look after children? And I know people do this. It's disgusting. You know, they act like there's many people that, oh, we're so giving, we're such good foster parents, and they're terrible. There's also people that adopt children much for the same, because that are, you know, maybe they have special needs, things like that. Remy says they both have the same charges. It's weird, but different attorneys. Well, that's not weird with attorneys, because you would not want them having the same attorney. It'd be a conflict of interest, Remy. But let's take a look. I am worried about other children that, and their own, that have been given to them. You guys, after I'm done with our little chat today, I'm looking that stuff up. As a mother, it makes me sick. As a human being, it makes me sick. But as a mama bear, it makes me want to get hold of both of them and knock their heads together. In fact, I can't say what I'd like to do because it's not very nice, and I'm really trying to be a good person. A lot of people think Trezel and Jacqueline might have done something to those other kids. I'm thinking it's a sickening feeling, and I think it's on point. I got to check. And if you got your cards, J-Lo, my babe, my love, and Remy, girl, you got to pick up some cards. I'm going to make you do that. Because I think I'm telling you, if you're interested in this kind of thing, a lot of times the reason you're interested is you got a little bit going on yourself that you just haven't switched the light on to. I'm going to have Remy girl reading cards before the end of the year. All right. Thank you for the information, Remy, because I tell you, I read and read and read, and then I have to stop because it breaks my heart. I am really a softie. I can be a tough lady, and I can be a lioness, but I'm also a marshmallow when it comes to the vulnerable, fellow disabled folks, anyone, that man or woman, or no matter how they identify, anyone. I'm a mom. I want them to be safe. I'll mother everyone. I take my mothering seriously. Those mothering instincts in me are very much alive. So let's take a look at, now let me switch. So I got to put on my brave face. Oh, God. Let's take a look at the kids that they've dealt with in the past. All right. What has happened to the children in their care? What has happened? What do we need to know about children that have been in the care of the Wests? And pardon my growling tummy. I think we're going to get something. I can feel it. I can feel that spirit does not like this. Oh God. Yeah, they've done stuff. Oh, I just felt that. I'm not kidding. Some days, the last few days, I have been very sensitive. Yesterday was a painfully sensitive day. Oh, Paula, good for you. And please be sure to share if you would. Is it good for a person? Nobody has five senses. That's a lie to begin with, Remy. That's what they tell us we have. We have more than that. You have intuition. You have to have it. We come into the world with it because we need it. It's just some of us develop it more, just like some of us may come into the world with we all come into the world with a curiosity, right? A lot of us do. And unfortunately, a lot of us get put down for being curious. Curiosity is a sign of intelligence, okay? So We have more than we. Great. I would appreciate that. Maybe someday, Paula, when you're ready, come on with me. That'd be fun. Maybe evidence, phones, and letters. Yeah, it's crazy it took this long. Yeah, I know, right? But let's take a look about the children in the past. I do need to get on to that. Okay. I don't get a good feeling, you guys. I get a sick feeling. When I get a sick feeling, that's actually visceral. Now it's rare because I'm pretty tough in a way, but that makes me sick. Okay, we get the King of Pentacles. Oh. We get the Six of Pentacles, needing help, needing outside help. Okay. And I think there's something around, I think an adult male that may have tried to report them. I'm feeling like this man knew that these kids needed help, but maybe he just couldn't be heard. Maybe he's a biological father, an uncle, a family member, or something, trying to get help. Now I get the Eight of Wands. This is where energy gets revved up and targeted to a specific point, like they're going to be looking into specific details. Okay. King of Swords. So this King of Swords means the FBI again. Do you see the eagles on? Oh, okay, wait a minute. Thank God, Big Mouth is left for a minute. I'm sorry. All right, do you see the eagles on either shoulder of the King of Swords? So that to me is my FBI card. And we definitely know that they're involved. And we're getting the Eight of Wands for them. So this means they're going to be exploring about what happened to the other kids. And I think there's a male that brings it up. It could be, now this could even be a DA, okay? The Empress, mothers, I think also biological mothers, and the paternal, oh, no worries, Desert Dawn. It's my pleasure. You guys are great. I appreciate your company. I knew it, Remy. I knew it. We're going to get you reading these cards. So, and the Knight of Cups. This is like an offer to mothers or a lure almost. Ugh, I don't like. It's like they're looking for people that have, women that have children, to make an offer for them. What? I don't know about this. But there's definitely a sense that there could be some incentive of a benefit. Now, I've gotten this before. It's not only about using children as a way to have money, but it's the whole aspect of, I don't know, just using pregnancy, offering something. I just feel like these kids are nothing but they're not seen as proper children. They're as an aspect of money and security, which is troubling. So J-Lo's getting lilies, which is usually, yeah, like an end, or if you've got elderly people, it can be about them, but completion in this case. And she's getting the child. No kidding. Which can be about a new beginning, learning, actual children. And the stork, change, travel, heart, which is usually passion. endearing, family, house of domestic affairs, family, bottom card, fox, deception. Yeah. So this whole thing about, I think the thing like, oh my Lord, really, Remy? Oh, it was told that Jacqueline was pregnant and threw her baby in the Kern River. Again, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes for the tarot cards. But from what I get out of her, I don't like the feeling, and I think it's maybe possible. It's definitely possible. I have such reluctance and to want to believe that somebody would do that. Yeah, she was pregnant. Oh God. Oh Lord. Okay, thanks, Remy. The sun. It's going to come. When you get the sun, it means their lies and their nonsense gets exposed. They get exposure. Stuff that they didn't want gets exposed. Yep. This is poor treatment. This is not taking care of health and mental. This is not taking care. This is somebody in poor shape, mentally and physically, and who is not outside in the way of, in a healthy way. They are outside. I feel like because they've been left out there. Okay. Outdoor location. Queen of Swords and the Ten of Wands, not wanting a burden. And it seems like it's very cerebral with that Queen of Swords and that Ten of Wands. And I feel like we are talking about Jacqueline. Oh, yeah, Tresel beat her at Wanda's house. Is Wanda which one's Wanda? And hit the boys. But his mother didn't say or do anything. It's not fair. I got a card of a bystander, somebody that does not stand up for others that are in need. Now I can understand better why, that with you sharing that. They want to put a gag order on the case. Do you think it'll go through? Could you see that for me, please, the court? Yeah, I actually think so, because it looks like there's you're not dealing with just this boy's case. There's a lot more. And to protect those other cases, yeah, I thought Wanda was his mama. But I think Tresel is a spoiled man. And I think he's a very violent man. And he cares only for himself. And his wife isn't much better. And I totally think they're capable. If they're capable of killing, as the FBI, no less, have come out and said that they are responsible for killing those boys, then if they can kill those sweet, beautiful children that were not their biological children, how, again, it makes me think that anybody else's children, and possibly their own biological children, are in danger. And yeah, I get abuse. I get heaviness. I get violence. And I get it coming out. And they may put a gag order just so they can keep information, so that there's no mistrial and that kind of thing. King of Wands and the Lovers. There's some kind of an agreement. This makes me feel like that's the Tresel. And maybe also that's him and Jacqueline. And the Ten of Cups, that family, like they put out the happy big family picture. And the Three of Cups. But manipulation. It's a lie. It is a concocted picture. It is manipulated. It is not organic. It is not true. And here we have the fool. So it's going to show there was manipulation involved in this case with these children. These children didn't know that they were in danger. God bless them. This is a very manipulative couple. They have gotten away with this before, and that's why they thought they would continue. Princess of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. That to me feels like a female child, potentially with an adult female that's passed, been buried in a wooded area, more than likely. Yeah. And this is moving on, literally crossing over too. So I'm thinking, yes, there looks like there's been some kind of crossing over, maybe with a female child, I'm not sure, prior to these boys. It looks to me like, I can't say that I would say that Jacqueline looks like the mothery type. The other woman, huh? You think there's another woman involved? There might be. But I'm getting a lot, I feel like a lot of the other female cards I'm getting are the actual biological mothers looking for their children. And I think they have gone through the West's home, and I feel like I'm being shown that at least one person, one child here with that Princess of Cups, prior to the boys, more connected through the mother. Weirdly, as Remy had said, I don't know if there's any truth to that, but it looks to me like there's something there. There's another child that, yeah, I get that looks like they've done away with before. And then they have this thing of where then they move, and then they move away from the place that the child or children have been buried at, or from the area. I think the children, the violence there is some that they meet is in nature. So you're not going to find, chances are, a lot of evidence necessarily of the final act. I don't think you're going to find it in a home. I think it took place outside. Yeah. Again, a wooded area. And again, this is another nod to them being liars and not to be trusted. They are the exact opposite of what they present themselves to be. And I think this is, the need to stand up for and speak up for all the children, and that they have, unfortunately, been given to make disappear, it seems like. It looks like, no, they didn't, not the other kid's mama. It looks to me like there is a possible, a female child, a princess of, what was that, cups back here? Yeah, pentacles, actually. And I get it next to the Queen of Wands. And then I get what I consider is rest in peace. It's burial. and I get a child. And that this case is not as it appears. There's something that, with this case, with this child, they've lied about her. I don't know who she is, but yeah, no, I don't believe, even if they made their children, God forbid, take part in any of their nonsense, those children are children and they're innocent, and that is not their doing. But this is definitely the act, from what I can see, of deliberately chosen course of action by her and by him. And they are dark people and dark-hearted. I really felt sick. So I think there's a lot more unfortunate news that will come out. And it wouldn't surprise me with those cards that I just got if they aren't responsible or have a connection, wherein a female child was buried or died somehow. I don't know that, but that's just what I'm being shown. Yes, with the justice cards and stuff that I was shown, they will go down. This is it for them. They're done. No more freedom for them. And they will not get out. They will not get out. And in fact, they'll be lucky if they aren't attacked while they're, that can happen. I don't, you think on trial those kids in indictment going to testify because they're old enough? They might. Let me just see if their kids will. That's a good question. Will the kids, the biological children, they're probably pretty brainwashed too, but we never know. They might. And even if they don't tell exactly what happened, it may be very telling to see how they present themselves. But it will be up to the court to decide whether or not it's in the interest of those children to testify, or whether or not they would need to. Let's see. I think there will be a male taking the stand. And I don't even know what their biological children, how they identify. Because one of them is 10 and the other is 8. I don't know that they'll deal with the 8-year-old, but the 10-year-old, they might. They can take and they can have them questioned by a court-appointed child psychologist, and they can get information from them that way without having to bring them up and put such a young child on a stand. So if they're that young, that's still pretty young. It might be done in a very protected way for them. And I feel like that would be the correct way to handle it if they were to ever put them on the stand or whatever. I do believe that they will ask the children, but I think they're going to try to be protective of them. Because no doubt they've witnessed and lived around a lot of trauma. So let's just see the biological children, and the adopted children of theirs that they have. If any of them will be questioned, and what information they may provide. Okay. Fighting, violence. Directed violence, heated, 8 of Wands. Yeah, I think they're going to talk. They're definitely going to be able to say there's a lot, they're going to be able to conclude from whatever they ask those kids that there was a lot of Five of Wands, which is very challenging, argumentative, and jealousy, and combative energy going on. By P44. I think that they know. If they didn't witness the crime, they may have overheard some things or know bits and pieces, and they will be very crucial. And here we have the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that these two children can be very carefully questioned and spoken with. And they're going to be able to deduce that there was a great deal of instability with that Two of Pentacles around these children and in the household, period. Also, tremendous amount of violence going on. Lots of shouting and smacking and hitting. It's what I'm getting. And the Emperor, that's Trezel, or whatever his name is, Trezel. And he's an extreme. There's something wrong with him. He needs to have some balancing out. He is really, perhaps out of the two, the most unstable. That's what's coming here with that. It indicates that he might have issues where he's an extreme type of person. Easy to set off, does not have a reasonable fuse of patience here. Yeah, mental health issues. And that doesn't mean he's crazy. That doesn't mean, it can mean just that he's got a disorder of violence and anger and rage. And that's what it looks like to me. And on taking it out, especially, I kind of think he likes to take it out on others that can't find back. I hate to say that. He's a coward. Yeah. Here he is, the bully card, right after I said that. The Five of Swords. So, and the Ten of Pentacles. There's a problem in this family. They've known about him being this way in his family. They've just kept quiet. He's been this way since he was a child. I think they tend to think, oh, he's just hyper. He's not. He's violent. And it looks like people have had to endure him with the Strength card, walk around eggshells with him. So I think something of his type of anger has been it had to be endured, I think, since childhood with him. Yeah, spoiled in a way, emotionally, that he's given what he wants. And again, it goes back to the past with him. And also, and I think and how he treats children. What is this thing with children in him, and why he is so mean to them? Again, the Princess of Pentacles. That's the one that I saw that I thought had been buried. And a Prince of Swords, potentially another child card. And the Five of Cups, mourning, grieving, loss. The Star. And the Ace of Cups. People can have more and more he is going to become on the hot seat, because I believe as the trial goes on, the information that they are going to get is just going to make people disgusted. So, yeah, I think that about covers that. Nope. I'm running a bit behind. Okay, now I have Vixendo. I saw an orb in my car, or what was it? And then I've got Colin and Luna Light and Tyler. Okay, and that will be it. So right now we're on Vixen. We're on Vixendo, and then it will be Colin, and then I think 3 more after that. And then we'll be done. So I'm going a little bit over my 2-hour limit, but that's okay. I'll just finish this up. All right. So Vixendo says that she saw an orb in her car. What or who was it? All right, let's take a look and see if we can pick up any energy. Vixendo in her car. Orb light. Spirit, can you share with us what this orb light was? Was it just dust? Was it a spirit? And if it was, what was the purpose of their visit? What do we need to know about this orb light for Vixendo? What can I share with her? I'm getting a King of Pentacles and a 9 of Swords. Now this shows a male figure, and there's like a great deal of worry or anxiety. I don't know if you've been feeling more of this anxiety, and that is what is drawing this King of Pentacles figure around. It would be a very nurturing figure as the King of Pentacles. Okay, 5 of Cups. There's some kind of loss here. Somebody that I think it's a spirit, because this is what I usually get when there's been a loss that you're just heartbroken over. And I don't know if you're heartbroken or been thinking of, or if you miss really badly. I don't know, a King of Pentacles, Vixen, but I feel like he's trying to let you know that there was something that wasn't true with regard to their passing. I don't know if that's going to make any sense to you, but it's a male of a earthy type of sign, potentially. And there's a great deal of worry. There's I see a sleeplessness, worry, anxiety over this loss, and over something that may not have been true, or may not have been as what one thought it was. And there's bringing information that there's going to be a big change coming. That's changing, a new cycle where you moving on from this loss. So I think it's somebody that cares about you and is aware that you may have gone through some difficult times, Vixen, and they want to just let you know that change is coming, and you're going to turn the corner on this anxiety, or whatever has been anxiety inducing, something that has not been clear to you. And it may have been the source of a lot of competition, feeling jealous or fighting with that 5 of Wands, but you just need to look at it from a different perspective and take it, and do not react impulsively. Definitely just take your time and look at things from a different perspective. Okay, let me see what else he's saying. Definitely for you to move on and not to be troubled. There's going to be sudden insight coming to you, Vixen Doe. And I think it's really going to be energizing and positive to help you live your life more authentically and to rebuild your life more authentically. I know this is probably what you are not expecting about with just an orb, but I think it's just a spirit that wants to let you know that there's going to be some great big changes in your life, but they're for the better. And they're moving you out of a very difficult cycle. And you're going to gain a completely different perspective, where before certain things that used to wind you up and make you nervous, I don't think are going to do that quite so much. All right. It is, again, you get another 8. It is about completion and letting something go and releasing it and targeting something for your, your future, living more in the present and into the future. End of a cycle again. Okay. And it's a good accomplishment. And there's also, I feel like, perhaps a Knight of Cups. There's something coming into your spheres like an offer. But just make sure that it's from somebody that's not full of fantasies. Okay. I see time to the self, needing time to the self with the Prince of Swords and the Hermit. There is processing and getting rid of, again, I know I keep saying this for a lot of people, but past. Okay, loss and anxiety. I lost a friend and am now, living with her son and daughter-in-law. They are not very respectful. Oh, I think this is that. I think this is that. This might be the feeling of heaviness being there with them. I would say it would do you the world of good if you, and I'm sure that you might be already trying to figure out how to do that, but to get out of there, there's going to be a decision. There's going to be clarity with regard to this situation that you're in. Okay. And it could be like counsel, getting advice, getting helpful advice, which you should do, going to somebody that, can help you if you need benefits, or, moving so you can move on your own, or, whatever the case may be, because but I feel like there's going to be clarity. And I think through just spiritual sources and through counsel that you receive, not just from me, but through other people. The Two of Pentacles, I think this is the two of them. And I think it's also kind of hemming and hawing on, should I stay or should I go now? And when should I do that? And then I see the Knight of Swords, something very quickly coming in, or news or a decision. A Queen of Pentacles, I think that's you. And wanting your own stability. Away from their toxicity and heaviness. Yeah, it's just going to become untenable living with these two for you. I see a King of Swords and a Knight of Wands. This man may be someone that's helpful to you to look for a place. It might be somebody you contact, or it could be a friend for all I know, but I think they're going to be somebody that's helpful. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Maybe even a family member, extended family member. You definitely feel the need to be alone. I bet. I see you connecting with the King of Swords that I think is going to perk up your spirits, because I think he's going to help you come up with a couple of ways of getting out of this situation, because that's really toxic. Yeah. And there's a King of Cups here. He doesn't talk, or he doesn't want to share. That's probably one of them you're with. There is a nostalgia, I don't know, over the past. Again, his childhood, activity. I don't know. Maybe the child. Oh, I don't know if you have any siblings or children, but it could be through that way that you would be getting some help out of this situation. Yeah, because it's just not good for your mental health. You feel like you have to put up that protective barrier. They look like they're childish, to be honest, or like they act very childish, maybe not very mature. There's a lot of manipulation where communication is concerned, and gaslighting. Again, childish type of card, Princess of Pentacles. I just feel like that you need to live with grown-ups, not adults, not children or people that act like children. J-Lo gets the tree, health, body, mind, crossroads, coming to a point where you have to make a choice. Choices, decisions. And then it could get to the point with that scythe that you got to make a clean cut. It gets to a point that there's no turning back. You've got to make the break. And that's interruption. But bouquet, joy, peace, heart, partner, family. She gets it too. We see family helping you, or somebody that's like family. It could be cousins. It could be somebody that's like family, that's friends, or maybe somebody that's going to become like that to you. But I see help no matter what coming your way. I think because you're going to be looking for it, because you're going to become more and more miserable to where it's just not, going to work living there. And I see that once you make your break from them and move out away from them, your life is like, wow, you're going to feel like the weight of the world's come off your shoulders. That bouquet, that joy, that peace that J-Lo gets, that passion returns. You feel love again. You don't feel like you've got to protect yourself like this because people around you are weird or whatever. So you will get some kind of help. And it could be through nieces, cousins, or, extended family of some kind, or friends that are like family, people that you've known a long time. So I see it coming in the future. It's not like right on the horizon, but it's coming. So just know, with each intolerable moment, it is one less moment that you will be living there with them. Okay? You will leave, and you will get a better situation for your life, and you are going to be like night and day. All right, Vixen Doe? All right, getting on to the next one. That is Colin. And he wants to know, will my BF and I adopt the dog we saw this weekend? Ooh, doggies. I love this kind of thing. Let's see. I will use my black and white, my Blanco Nero deck, just to switch up decks. Okay, lots about dogs this Sunday. That's cool. Oh, I didn't mean to yawn. It's those antihistamines. Okay, well, Colin and his boyfriend adopt The dog they saw this weekend. Is that their baby? Well, Colin and his BF adopt the dog they saw this weekend. Will Colin G and his BF adopt the dog they saw this weekend? Who's that puppy in the window? The Hierophant. I think so. Oh. But there's a bit of a challenge here. 5 of Swords. What is that? Something may seem futile. What is that? This could be with the place, something with the place where he's at. Empress. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. That's certainly very maternal. Makes me feel like you got something come, like a baby coming home. Maybe in the past it felt futile for you. Did you have to convince your partner, your boyfriend? There's the 4 of Pentacles. I think so. This is like stability, and this makes me feel grounded and like it's solid, like it's done. Queen of Wands. What's the puppy? Is the puppy a male or female? I'm just curious because sometimes I can tell by some of the other cards I get here. I'm getting a Queen of Wands. That's taking action. I think so. And the Queen of Swords. Is this like everybody coming to meet the baby? I think so. Moving forward. I think there's going to be some people that help you, maybe a couple lady friends and other friends, because they're just going to be one. It's a female. I had the feeling it was a girl. I think it's her. I think she's the queen. She's going to be your little Queen of Wands. Yes, and she will be secure. I hope nobody gets her before you. But I tend to think she's meant to be for you, because I see this as, I think it's you getting her and taking her home. Look, there's the hubby or the boyfriend, like steering the ship, and there's you holding baby, and you're going home. I do. And, if it isn't this dog, you will get one, but I'm pretty sure it's this dog. Strength. I have a feeling this dog may not, I don't know. There's concerns I have about, is it been very well treated? I think you guys will be taking really good care, just nursing, baby. So that baby, the dog is going in a better direction. I don't like the place that it's at, to be honest. It feels like it would be very good for this creature to get away from there for its own well-being. Baby needs to come home with daddies. 8 of Wands. I think so. I think you're just going to be like, yes, yes, yes. 3 of Wands, and there you guys go. And it's a new day, and you guys explore and learn and grow together. And it's a whole new existence with your baby. Because really, when you get a small dog, they are like a child, just like J-Lo's comment is. Right on point, J-Lo. Luna Light, she's in a kill shelter. Yes, get her out of there. Please. Please get her out of there. I didn't like that place. Okay. All right. Luna. Where is Luna? Oh, here you are. Okay, Luna. Yes, you are next. Okay. Message from Spirit. And I think I have maybe one or two more. Okay, Luna Light. Luna Light would like a message from her spirit, keepers, helpers, and the universe. What can we share with her? What do you want to share with Luna Light Spirit? And again, I ask the Most High. Message from Spirit for Luna Light. It feels so loving towards you, Luna. I'm feeling a lot of unconditional love coming from Spirit, from Source to you. I don't know if you've been going through a hard time, or maybe there's some other significance, but I just feel like it's just love. It's just love. It's very, very kind toward you. Okay, that's what I get. Yeah, I'm getting the Three of Swords. Now, this can deal with a broken heart. It can deal with health issues. Let me go back to my live the question so I can see. Okay. And over a relationship, I would say with the Two of Cups, honey. I don't know. It could be a friendship. It doesn't always have to be a love relationship, but it can be sometimes like close friendship, sometimes even like close family, close knit, that there's a falling out or a betrayal of some kind. Or there's, been a heartbreak where close relationship is concerned. It may have ended as a result. The World. This World card also makes me feel like it was meant to end because there's something better ahead, even if it's painful initially. Grandma trying to help heal, feeling like I'm on the wrong path this week. Okay, that makes sense of the illness. Okay, with the Three of Swords, and that's your grandma. You love her. You're trying to help her. You're not on the wrong track, honey. You're not. Judgment. You need that flash of insight. There's much more going on behind the scenes and in this life than we know of with our naked eye. You are doing, it is realizing responsibilities and handling your responsibilities as best you can. That's all God expects of you. Doesn't expect perfection. Knows that you're not going to do it perfectly. Okay? But be a little nicer to yourself, Luna. You are on the right track with the World and Judgment. And you have a greater epiphany, awareness opening up and coming to you. And it's coming after the pain crap, okay? So that's good because it kind of helps to put the issues, the sorrow that you carry with you. Oh, good night, Colin. Thank you. Luna, it helps to kind of put the issues with grandma and all those heavy feelings in perspective. And it lightens you up. I think you're too hard on yourself. This is peace, okay? And this is family with the Ten of Pentacles. And this is you giving family the best you can to keep them as comfortable and as peaceful and to help them out with their health issues and in their healing, chronic healing issues as best you can. Your ancestors think that you're doing great guns, all right? And you need to know that, Luna. According to the ancestors, they appreciate you looking after grandma. And your heart is in the exact right space, and you are in the right track. Trust and believe, and know that they've got you. Know that they're with you, even if you feel alone sometimes and overwhelmed, because they are truly with you there. Now, here we have that Seven of Swords, and this is where something isn't as it seems. Okay, so let me just take a look at that. With the King of Swords. Okay. Who is he, this King of Swords? Seems like a little bit like he has a problem with revealing the truth or sharing the truth. There's a message coming from him. Electronically, text or email, possibly phone. Who is this? Who is this? Page of Cups. It's going to be a surprise, but they're kind of childish. Ugh. I don't know if this is another member of family or something like that you got to deal with that might pop back up into the scene. But I would say be wary of what they tell you. I don't feel like they're sharing the truth. Something may seem off to you, or like a lie a child would tell. See it from another perspective and delay. You don't need to act quickly. They might push you to do something or say, you got to help me, or God knows what. But I see the Hangman because there needs to be a different perspective, and going to somebody, I think, that has the knowledge with the Hierophant, with the keys. So somebody may come back around into your life, and they might act like, hey, it's all just good times and fun, but I'd be careful of them. See it from another perspective. Get some advice about it. And certainly don't give them anything. Nine of Wands. They're abusive and a bully and a liar. Sorry. Don't know how to be, but just know that whoever this person is, don't jump, step, and fetch it for them. If they push you, oh, hey, I really need some help. Gee, I kind of missed you, blah, 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 blah. And then they show another face. Why aren't you helping me? Blah, blah. I don't know if there's someone like that, Luna. It's so weird to me because I have no construct. I have no context. So I hope this may make sense to you. Just put it on the shelf. And if it makes sense to you, then you'll know what it is. If I'm off, then I'm off. I'm only human. But yeah. This person's also deluded. I think they have a tendency to use drugs or alcohol, and they're on the move a lot. No? On the move a lot. More than one place to go. 2 sevens. The 7 of Cups and the Chariot. It could be somebody kind of trying to back you into a bit of a corner and be passive aggressive. I feel like there's a male that does this. Where is he? Where is that turkey? Well, definitely at the 5 of Swords. Okay, let me see. So moving on away from that energy and moving toward the 4 of Wands. This is like, to me, more socialization. Okay. friendships. I think being around people that have positive energy and also that think toward the future, have ambition. My stomach. So I really feel like there is maybe taking a look at the people that you have or that have been around you and making some changes. I just do. I feel like there's changes coming in. And there certainly is for you a need to be able to lighten up, have some fun, okay? And understand that there isn't just one solution, okay, to issues that you might be facing. I see you negotiating and getting around whatever problems might come up for you in the near future. And I feel like there's an expansion socially, at the beginning of an expansion in social life, and maybe travel with that Two of Wands. Oops. And the Four of Pentacles. And that looks good. I get a strong sense of travel. Yeah, the Star. Very healing type of a place with the Ten of Cups. And it's like recharging. So I sense you also recharging your energy, getting involved in whatever kind of activity you can to recharge. There is movement and progress. And I think in the past too, with that Seven of Cups, it could be that you just didn't know what to choose, or there were too many choices, and it seemed like it wasn't clear, or it wouldn't matter because there's too many open things. I don't know. But I see also, protecting yourself, protecting your boundaries, really important, from especially people that like to try to tear you down mentally. Because with this Nine of Wands and this Hierophant, it really does give me the feeling of someone that has had people stepping all over their feet. And this could be the need for some counseling, the need to have someone to talk to and go over some of these things with. Definitely a big change, though. I think just getting better people around you, a new group of people coming in that carry that Ten of Cups energy, it's a lot cleaner. Nothing felt right. Sometimes we just go through that. And I have a feeling that if you just give yourself a bit of a break and you just step back from it, maybe journal a little bit, I get a sense you're going to have a flash of insight coming. Yeah. Yeah. There's reflection with the Knight of Cups. And maybe just, I don't know with your grandmother, but, just trying to do whatever you can do to make someone comfortable. You pulled the Ship, the Sun, Tree, definitely spiritual growth. Yeah, especially with the Star too and that Ten of Cups. There is hope. And there's stability with the Four of Pentacles. And justice, balance. Bringing things to balance and stability. So, I think it's important for you to make sure that you have some kind of outlet to offset the seriousness and the stress that you have in trying to care for your grandma and helping her to heal, and giving yourself a great big break. You are only human, okay? And this is going to work out. You're going to find what feels right, what feels stable and grounded and right to you. With that Four of Pentacles, that mundane path, and justice. Let's see what else. Yeah, there's some restriction on yourself, okay? Putting some kind of restriction on yourself, maybe limiting yourself in some way that you're not really aware of. And you just need to open your heart. Just open it up and feel. And not try to pull back, or just allow yourself to feel and allow emotions to flow through. I think there's a lot that's pent up. And, if you've been having to caretake, yeah, I do. I see a King of Wands actually right here going in with this Ace of Cups. You need to open up a bit here. I think you're closed off a little too much in your life, and express yourself, express your feelings, have something joyful. And here I see a King of Wands and a Two of Pentacles. So I feel like this is definitely a man that you may be spending some time with in the future. That's what I thought, trying not to feel too much because you're just so stressed. So, but you need to feel okay and go get it out. And if you need to go cry in the shower and just boo-hoo it out, get it out. Because what's not good for you, my dear, is holding it in. I saw repression of feelings. That is a good way to take down your immune system. That is a good way to catch a cold, at the very least, to get sick. We don't want that. And you have too much good things coming forward in your life that you'll be juggling. And, kind of an old one door will close and another one opens. And I do see a man in there. Not in the room with the door closed. Well, okay, I won't go there. But anyway, I do think that there's potential, definitely, right here with a warm, bubbly type of a male, charismatic, energetic, could be very paternal. And I just see the juggling. This could be a man that might be doing something very similar, such as yourself. Okay. And here we get the Page of Swords. This is, I'm being cautious. I'm not feeling. I am watching. I am observing. Nobody gets to my heart. Nobody. Oh, shoot. I've just found a friend. Now we have to talk. I see you opening up, and friends and socializing, and this sharing is going to be really good for you. And I see you helping each other. This is good. Support. Somebody stable, somebody reliable. They may not be the most exciting, person alive, but you know what? You can trust them. They're reliable. They're there for you. They love you. They will care about you, and they will take care of you. I get the Six of Pentacles, and they will help you. Knight of Pentacles, steady Teddy, The Sun, my love, the Sun. Look who's there. There's a couple there. And they give each other great confidence. They build each other's confidence. So one day at a time. And as I say, just remember that each day brings you closer, to the time when that will be the right time to happen. And you can't rush it. You can't push the river. Sometimes these people that we have yet to meet are dealing with things in their lives that they wouldn't be ready for us yet. And so we have to kind of let them and wait for them to catch up and for us to catch up, and then we meet, So also make sure that you are doing some social things so that you're getting out there so that people can see you and meet you. Okay. Take care of grandma, of course, do that, but then make sure that you get a break, for a couple hours where you can so that you can socialize. All right, Luna? All right. I hope that was helpful. Getting on to the next one, Chromatica. And did I miss one? I just want to make sure. The JLo, did you want me to look at that? Braggs stops Trump investigation. No, I don't think so. We can. But I'll go ahead and I'll get Tyler's, and then I'll just do a real quick look at that. I know I'm going over, but it's okay for right now. Let me just get a sip of coffee. Excuse me, I shouldn't chug it. Tasted so good. Wee wee. All right. So, Chromatica. Tyler, if you're still here, will I be getting my tax return money next weekend so that I can do your move to Pennsylvania? Let's see what we get for you, Tyler. I can't believe how much noise my stomach's like talking. It's like, hello, Maya's viewers. I'm her stomach. How are you? Would someone like to feed me a chocolate croissant? Shoot, I love chocolate. Okay. I'm glad. You're a trooper. Thank you for waiting, Tyler. And then please ignore my stomach if you hear it. All right. Your tax return money. The taxes. But if you're getting a return, it's good. Let's see, taxes. Will Tyler get his return from his taxes so that he can put it toward his move toward Pennsylvania? Okay. Let's see what I get. I think you will. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And the Lovers. This is, it is kind of an agreement, I suppose. Okay. The Five of Wands. This is a bit of chaotic stuff. Let me see. I hope we get a chill card with that. Yeah, but you got hope. It's a little hectic, but you got hope. And you got the Star. So it's going to be coming. Probably it might take a little bit longer than you wanted, and that might stir you up with that Five of Wands a little bit, but just know it's coming. And leaving, I believe, this kind of a place, because I see you get the Two of Wands. This is your move, okay? This is like, I want to get out of this place. It's not healthy for me. I want to go to where it would be better for me. And I believe that's you looking to move. And also because it's the Five of Pentacles, right now you don't have exactly perhaps the right amount of money up. You need a little bit more for the move. Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. It's heavy on you, but it will come. Wheel of Fortune. Boom. And the Eight of Wands. Something isn't what it seems. What is this about? About the move. Okay, now make sure that you've got all you're dealing with chaotic things here already. Yeah, I'm sure. I figured as much with, I know, home. But I figured as much. You'll deal with that. And then I see you going. You might go on the quiet, or have to be a little bit shady about when you're leaving. I don't know. But the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This makes me feel like you're doing what you need to do and going where you need to go for your soul. For you, the Queen of Wands within. I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups within. This emotional, like where the energy is better suited to you. Okay. I see you doing that. Queen of Cups could also be a friend with the Knight of Wands that's going to help you. Because I see a move. I see you worrying. Yeah. maybe about work, but, I see also the Hermit, and maybe, this could be with the Four of Wands, like, you don't really know as many people there. This is kinda keeping to yourself initially, um, until you do get to socialize a bit more, and then I think you'll make friends quite easily. Now, the Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands. Know that there are more than one way to do something. So again, I want to encourage you to research in your preparation, okay, before you go. All right? Make sure that you can examine all the possibilities about that place wherever you're planning to go in Pennsylvania, and the help that might be there for you if you're just moving, what work might be available for you, etc. Preparation H. Now, well, you might need that after dealing with family. Anyway, there you go. Like a bat out of hell, you're gone. Taken off. Knight of Cups. Yep. And it feels like then you're more able to kind of focus on your own creativity. I can feel so much like you in a way. I need a lot of quiet time just to think, just to process. I'm sure a lot of it for me is hormonal fog, but I think I've always been this way too. You just need to be alone sometimes and have a lot more time alone where people aren't in your space freaking out with their drama so that you can contemplate. And there's your move. And it is a move to a better place. Okay. You're going to feel a lot better once you get there, my friend. Yep. Knight of Pentacles, steady Teddy. You're working. You're working. The Moon. Oh, God, my back hurts. It's a good thing it's the last one, because now my back is hurting. I'm going to have to take my pain meds. Yeah, and there's a future there. You can see, despite your fears with the Moon, with the Two of Wands, you'll know that if Pennsylvania doesn't end up working out for you, you will find the place that will. The world. I think you're meant to. You're definitely meant to go. You will go. And you're going to leave behind a very painful, tiring, exhausting, draining time. You plan on doing DoorDash, but I'm currently looking for low-income housing, things like that. Perfect. As a mother. Very good. I'm proud of you, Tyler. Now, look up any other things that because like my community, we have a community place that helps people like find the housing, food, etc. You looked into moving into Indiana, Nazareth, Bethlehem, or either of those 3 cities in PA. Right, good. And keep up that spirit of research, because you might get your foot in the door. Is kind of feeling like my feeling is like initially one place and you're there for a little while, and then when you can move up, if you will, financially, etc., and you think, I'm thinking maybe over there would be good, then I see that. So I think that you could like move initially, okay? And it's going to be, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not going to be easy, but you'll do it. You'll do it. And I think you've learned a lot from your New York trip. And I see you having success and leaving behind, like I said, you get the sun, and you're able to leave behind a lot of loss and heal. I think this place is important for you to get to so you can, I don't know, put down some things and just heal. Yeah. And also healing. Yes. Oh my Lord. Healing from some, could have been betrayals, But also take care of your health, okay? Make sure that you're, eating well and vegetables and all of that. Your immune system, you know, that's important. But I see also healing from a lot of pain and gaining confidence and more confidence, okay? I agree. From what I've seen, I'd love to go, but I've never been there, but Pennsylvania looks beautiful. In Lancaster, that sounds nice. I see it coming for you, Tyler. It's going to happen, but just preparation is key. And just remember, like I tell to everybody, it's how I get through my bad days. Every second is one day closer to being out of the troublesome situation. Juliet Mills, I'll do that very quickly, and it will be the last question because I'm closing out the live. I am pooped. I've gone on for almost 3 hours, so I'm kind of whooped, but I'll answer. Guide Gwen say about love. Okay. Hey, Gwen, what do you have to say about love for Juliet? I mean, you've got the right name. Yeah, I'll take her last question, but that's it. No more after that. I broke my own rule, J-Lo. Hit me with a wet noodle. It's just a simple question. I hate to let people down. But this will be the last one. Okay. And then we'll close out. And if you haven't, please make sure to put a thumbs up and share, if you would, please. My lives on your Facebook, on your Instagram, whatever you can do. Spread the word. Okay, what does Gwen have to say? Your guide, Gwen. Juliet, what does Gwen have to share with you about love? Okay, let's see what she says. Chariot. Success, that you can overcome obstacles with your own strength of will and determination, that you don't need another person to validate you, although it's nice, but that you will succeed. And key is believing in yourself and advancing forward, getting out there, doing things. All right. She's showing that. And the sun. And if you can see that sun, there's a male and a female there, or there's a couple. So I feel like she's saying you will have success in love, that it's coming. Right now, there's a lot of a sense of maybe a hard time connecting to feelings. This might be something you have to work on. It's a tendency to disassociate. A lot of us that have gone through a lot of trauma can disassociate relatively quickly, like myself. And we have to be mindful of that. Yes, you're going to have to be patient about it, though, okay? That's what she's saying. And there's getting certain things in order, investing certain time in building up your life, things that you need to support this relationship or to open the foundation for that to happen. And definitely being patient, where I think a feeling of like, I don't know, numbness, a little bit of numbness sometimes comes in, or where we can just feel kind of out of sorts. I feel that way some days. We all have those days. And it's just to remember, sweetheart, that with the Seven of Pentacles, it's about planning and doing, setting where you're putting your energy in your life mindfully. Be mindful about it. And tending to yourself, tending to your health, especially, and your well-being, because they're pentacles. We our bodies, yeah. Yes to the numbness. Yes. Okay, get that. So I want you to work on that, okay? And it's saying tend to that issue of, tend to that issue of numbness like you would a garden, all right? A little bit, baby it, get it along to where you can feel. Open it up a little bit, okay? Because in the future, they're going forward is someone coming forward where love is concerned. You've got to open up for this person, though. You can't open up to them if you're numb. It won't work out. So you have to be able to receive. They will be coming forward. Yeah, and it's about release of loss, okay? And that don't also maybe present past losses as going to happen again. Yes, lots of weeding. Yeah. It's preparation for a relationship. Page of Pentacles. Ooh, some new things that you'll be learning and activities. There is a decision or a balance with justice and an independent way of living, doing well. Wow, that's really good. Juliet, it shows strength. You need to release the past pain because you're moving into feeling and reclaiming your power, sister, 100%, girl. This is you going, I used to feel like crap about myself, but now I'm going to do a commercial. Now I kick ass. Inquire about how you too cannot give any F's about people that treated you like crap in your past and made you feel like rubbish. Because that's what I see. I see you becoming strong, independent. It is. You will be independent living, girl. And you know what that draws? That's sexy. It is sexy. People find it very sexy because you're confident. You're comfortable with yourself. You couldn't give a toss, but you're not rude, But people's like, ooh. So, and when you get that self-confidence from this independent living, look out. The High Priestess. This is you trusting your tuition and using it to your full advantage, which you should. And especially where men are concerned. And I do see a King of Pentacles. Could be somebody, a businessman. Oh, Two of Cups, lovey-dovey's. And Temperance. This porridge is just right. I love it. I love being a tarot reader. That looks good. So you got Mr. Right. He's coming along. And you just doing the weeding and the cleaning work and prep for it. And you're gonna, once you get that sexy independent living going, girl. Yes, independent living isn't just financial freedom. It is, you know who you are, you know your worth, and nobody F's with you. Ace of Swords. You'll be marriage. Girl, don't even worry. All right. All right, you guys. I see marriage for you, Juliet. It's down the road a bit, but you've got it coming. All right. I love you all. It's been a fun almost 3 hours. And thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And remember that I will be here again next Sunday at 3 Pacific time. Be here, be square. I'm also for true crime on Thursdays. typically at 1 o'clock. Sometimes if I have to bump it up, it can be in the evening at 8, but usually 1 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific time for true crime on Thursdays. All right, you guys, I'm out, and I'm gonna go read up on that Papini woman. My God. All right. Mwah. I love you guys. Love yourselves. Nobody else will do it to you. For you until you do. All right. And then maybe they'll do it to you. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm way out of control. Bye. And thank you for your donation.